Hi, my name's Adam Francis. I'm the Managing Director of Whisky Solutions. As a company, we create tax-free wealth through whisky cask ownership. So predominantly we're speaking to investors and high net worth investors. AI has taken off over the last 3 to 5 years. And it's almost for us like going from a library to the internet now. It's such a big boom and change. And some of our competitors, we heard, were implementing AI as well. So it's something that we definitely knew we couldn't sit on the fence of, but we certainly did have our doubts around AI, how we would implement it. We've been a company using the same processes for the last 5 to 10 years now, which company to then go with. And we come across Quantum Neuron online. And the reason why they stood head and shoulders above the rest was how enthusiastic they are around their product and platform. And I think that speaks volumes. We always say in sales, the definition of a sales enthusiasm is the transfer of a sales. And the enthusiasm stood across. And then when we got into the backbone of the AI, I got the opportunity to actually demo the AI. Now, every other AI company that we approached was very different. They wanted me to pay money hand over fist before we even got the opportunity to look at the software or test it out. All we got to see was the case study. So the opportunity to demo the AI and test it for ourselves. And one thing that blew me away, I can remember once I received a WhatsApp message from, I believe, Michael from Quantum Neuron, who was the AI implementation, who was WhatsApping me. I WhatsApped Michael back, and I was a really difficult customer. I asked really difficult questions. I basically tried to annoy or try and think of what would annoy one of our representatives here, asking a load of questions, etc. And it just came back very naturally, very led the pace, but still progressing the sale. And things I didn't even expect or shouldn't expect someone so new to the industry, even AI, to understand. It was coming back and giving me all the information I wouldn't even expect someone here that's been here for 2 years that came back with as well. And so from there on out, it impressed me so much. I thought we've got to give this a shot. And for the money that you pay in today's day and age, once you hire someone, pay holidays, it was just a no-brainer. So once we got it implemented, we got onboarded. It's a very simple and straightforward platform. We were able to go in there and just using WhatsApp or any other CRM or HubSpot, you go in there, you teach it about the business, the team at Quantum Neuron help you get onboarded with that as well. And it's very simple to get your head around it as well. So that was another major factor I liked. The breakthrough that we had was we had a lead for £250,000 that converted. It was a very warm lead when it come through. When we checked the conversational script, it was over a couple of days. And I think that was a great thing about Quantum Neuron, which helped us to win that lead, was the fact that the lead come through at night time, typically when our office hours would have been shut. And that gentleman got a message straight away within 10 minutes and then was able to get all the information that they needed. And obviously they went to bed, but the next day Quantum Neuron followed up with the client, and then that client obviously messaged back, and then we overtook that as a human response and onboarded that client and got them to invest with us. So that was amazing. In terms of moving forward from that, it was a real eye-opener, and it showed us that this is where we should be focusing on, because once we've taught that, we can scale it up. And also what made me think one thing as well, especially when it comes down to sales, is we are humans. We have stuff that happens outside the office, and sometimes we bring that in the offices, and we're not always on top form, or sometimes we get a number of no's, and the 9 out of 10 no's and the 10th person could be the yes, but because we've lost faith or something, we don't act as if we should, and we lose that 10th person. So the great thing about AI is it's never in a bad mood, it's never sick, it's never off work, it doesn't need holidays, it's 24/7 around the clock. As an employer, especially in the UK, it made so much sense to me to start scaling with AI and not only maximise from it, but ring fence ourselves as well from any future employment issues or scaling with recruitment as well. Because once you recruit a human, it takes so much time to onboard that person, train that person. You might spend 6 months with that person, and they might leave once they've got all the skills and move to another company. Once you train the AI, it's always going to be here. And one thing I liked about it as well is that it wasn't pushy, it was very natural. It's a weird thing to say because it's AI, but it was very natural the way it come across. Probably more natural than, say, a representative, because sometimes they push for the end result rather than getting to know the client first and foremost. Again, the biggest selling factors were how quick it is to respond. It's always on, hitting on top form. And for us, we're able to scale that up. In terms of what we're doing moving forward, again, we are, as Quantum Neuron rolls out more product, etc., we're scaling with Quantum Neuron, constantly learning about this and helping to grow our company. But yeah, it's been absolutely exponential. So thank you, Quantum Neuron.